Hi, my name's Nick Franzalia. I'm a secondary ed social studies major, and I'm from York, PA. Now, I want to become a teacher basically because I want to help influence the youth of this nation. I want to be someone that they can look up to, someone that they can thrive to be like. I also want to teach these kids because they're going to be the next presidents, the next foreign foreign ministers, the next, really high positions, the next doctors, the next astronauts, the next peace leaders, people that can solve the world's problems. And I want to be a part of that. I want to show that it all starts with education and how you're educated and how you are raised through the education system. And I feel like that's a very important thing for us to acknowledge and for us to go to. Um, my experiences with education technology as a school student were very vast, considering I went to Central York High School, and Central York High School is where we co-opted with our mentors this semester. So when I was a ninth grader, I was already taking classes that were kind of similar to this class, teaching me about synchronous technologies and asynchronous technologies, teaching me about, Edmodo and Google Docs and things like iMovie, and Educreation was something I had already learned of. So I was very fortunate to have gone to a high school that had a lot of technology and was constantly evolving with the technology. So what kind of trends are happening in the classroom right now? There are actually tons of trends going on right now, and the number one trend would really be, using these cell phones or smartphones, and that's a huge thing because a lot of teachers that are older and that are starting to retire, they didn't want to incorporate the new technology that's coming in to schools. And so these new teachers and this new platform of, hey, we're going to let the students use their smartphones and their iPads and everything to help incorporate technology, actually like really helps the learning process of students. um and that helps a lot. And it's also, it's great for schoolwork just because of the fact that, if you need help with something and the teacher maybe has something else to do or they're helping somebody else, you go on your phone, you look up, and you see, how many meters are in a yard, and you find that out real quick because you just have something in your hand that you can do that with no matter what. And if you don't know how to do that, it's something that you learn as you go along. So another thing that we need to think carefully about, though, however, is like our standards to how we should use technology as teachers. There's a lot of different theories and a lot of different opinions on what we should use. And my first opinion is the fact that we need to learn when to use technology and when not to use technology, because we can't let technology become this crutch that teachers use when they don't feel like teaching, or when they don't know how to teach it, or when they don't know what to teach, because in reality these kids are still our students, and they're still looking up to us as more than just a babysitter, because if we were being babysitters, we wouldn't be doing this job. We want to teach, we want to help them learn. So I feel like that's a major component that we need to actually keep in contact with. um so yeah. And as far as it goes with synchronous and asynchronous technologies, uh my uh my education learning lesson that I taught for Mr. Kyle's class, um, I used synchronous technology when I used Kahoot and Nearpod, and they were very easy to use, very down to earth and similar in like how you would use them to normal things like normal quiz apps or normal PowerPoints. And I liked that because they were very easy to understand and very easy to use, and they got to the point of the message that I was trying to make with my lesson very quickly. As far as asynchronous technologies go, I didn't use any during my instruction, but you do use them, for flipped classrooms and taking homework home, using iMovies and Educreations to try and teach students and how help them, learn what they might not have been able to learn in the classroom. And I think that they're very important, and I think that they're very useful, just not in the way that I'd like to teach. Um, and how will education shape my career? It's honestly, it's going to be the biggest part of my career because, when I was growing up from kindergarten, everything was, blocks and crayons and coloring time, and now that's being replaced with these iPads and these computers, and as far as everything is starting to get technological. Everything from kindergarten to senior year of high school, you'll be using technology, and that makes it easier for us as high school teachers, especially, to use different types of technologies. And it's not a matter of if now, it's more of a matter of when. When is the next new thing going to come out? When is the next new technology going to enhance what we learn and how we teach? And it's going to be an amazing experience, and I cannot wait for it, honestly. So thank you for watching. I used the journal.com article, as well as I used Education in the Technology Age article and technology pessimism for my two sources. So I hope you enjoyed my video.